So in today's lesson, we're going to look at the PIR motion sensor, and PIR meaning passive infrared. And as usual, when teaching, make sure that you do some literature with your students. Okay, you guys, like he should know about it. He should, read about it, so that he knows he has some literature on it. So some desktop review. I've already done the circuit here. So this is a passive infrared motion sensor. Has there's a signal terminal, there's a power terminal, the ground terminal. Power terminal goes to 5 volts, ground terminal goes to ground, which you could put here or any ground, and the signal terminal output at pin 2. And then I've connected a normal LED to resistor 220 ohm or 330 ohm, and I've connected the LED to pin 7. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to write a code so that now basically the infrared sensor works this way. It's always sending infrared signals, and it establishes a certain uniform. It knows the infrared signal in its environment. So if another body comes into the space, it's able to detect motion. Basically, if a moving body is in a space, it's able to detect motion because of the interruption or the change, because of the change in the infrared signal. So over here we've done the connection, signal to pin 2, power to 5 volt, ground to ground, and connected our LED also to ground and pin 7. Now in this code I use a lot of variables, some which I feel was unnecessary. So the simple thing is that pin 2 is an input because it's picking signal from the infrared PIR sensor. So pin 2 is an input, so I'm calling pin 2 the PIR sense, which you don't even need to even call it anything. And then I'm calling pin 7 the motion alert, because I'm going to use the LED to alert someone if there is motion happening. Then I create another variable called motion sense. The motion sense is basically the value, whether pin 2 is high or low, basically. So if it senses motion, it's high. If it doesn't sense motion, it's low. So that's what I'm calling the motion sense, right? Yeah. I don't give this any number because we are going to get that number from the digital read right here. So first of all, I assign motion alert, which is pin 7, to an output, and then pin mode, the PIR sense, is an input. And then serial.begin, I also initialize my serial mode just so that I can see what is happening in case there's an error with my circuit. I know what is actually happening. Then my void loop, I say that okay, my motion sense, what is my motion sense is equal to the digital read of the PIR sense. That's the digital read of pin 2. So I read pin 2 and I store it in motion sense. Then I tell the serial.println to print motion sense. That's whether it's on or off. Then I say that okay, if the motion sense is high, that's if it's on, it should digital write motion alert. That's the pin 7 high. It should turn pin 7 high, else pin 7 should be low. That's motion alert should be low. And this is basically the code. So circuit like this. When I'm going to run my code, I reduce the size of the setup so that I have space to. So start simulation. So it's currently low because I click the PIR because the object is out of the space. But when I bring it here, the LED is now on. You can all see. When I take it out, the LED will go off. First of all, but it takes a while, I realize. So first the 1 1 has to change to 0 0. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why it takes long. We used to stop detecting. Okay, stop detecting. I think this I'm coming. I think I should make this else if um, motion sense is slow. Okay, I'm trying to see. This should work. Also, if motion sense is slow. I think that because I didn't specify the low value, so let's see, turns on. Yeah, I realized that it takes time for it to stop sensing. So yeah, one thing I forgot, the PIR sensor has a potentiometer. The potentiometer allows for allows you to calibrate its sensitivity. So I think that it takes time to detect when the object is no longer in its space. Well, so now it's a 0 and it's gone off. So the else if I didn't really change anything. I'm still getting the same values. So do the PIR motion sensor connection and know that it takes time to read because then now makes sense, because then the infrared signal after the body leaves the infrared signal might not, depending on the sensitivity of the PIR, it might not disappear um, instantly, but with just a little time then it will come back to normal. So this is a pretty simple one.